And but like he said, it gotta make sense too.
Nigga said, huh?
But I also like you and Calico rematch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Calico's in a
Again,
different place right
we
now.
already battled twice.
I don't know, man. He's in a different place. You in a different. I mean, there's just so many options. I like you and Jazz. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Like
few
him and
things.
Hitman.
Listen, like
I like that.
believe it or not, as many battles that I had, it's still a lot of good battles left. Like it's just what's
100%.
gonna be the return. I mean, I never battled Jazz. I never battled Hustle. I never battled
I like that
Swamp.
too. I like that
Nah,
too.
there's a lot of people I never
That'll
battled,
be
but
crazy.
I just need, you know what I mean? Maybe the card got to get set or the event. But right now, when I'm just thinking that's the ones that I think could be the comeback battle. But this year, what's crazy is like I'm ill enough to know like it's gonna take multiple people to bring battle rap back. That's why I'm all for every return this year. Sean got to return this year. Goods got to return this year. I got to
That's
return
a
this year.
fact.
Surf
This is
got to
the year for
return this
that.
year.
Yeah,
You
all
feel me?
y'all
Like,
on the same car would be crazy too.
Yeah, I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie. There's definitely
That
some
would be
anybody will
crazy
want
as
to see.
hell. Good,
yeah.
you, Surf.
I don't
The
think
return
URL.
card.
I don't think
Crazy.
URL is going to like that. Who go
What?
ahead or whatever league
Yeah,
is
who's
like
gonna
it at this
afford that
point.
battle?
A
Frank got it.
DNA.
Chill.
Yo,
I got a great idea for a return battle, and I just want to know how you feel about it.
okay, what's the word?
What's up with Fonz?
Bonds?
Whoo.
Yeah.
Yo, you
Whoo.
know what's so
Crazy.
crazy? That's like that never was nobody on the radar because you know NWX, but that would
Uh
be a
huh.
fire battle.
That
I
would
don't
be
know if that's the
I
crazy.
comeback though.
I I my logic. That nigga been putting in the work.
For sure.
And I feel like he's one of those niggas as far as the niggas that's ascended into the new top tier.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best matchup possible.
Mm.
Cause Fonz a scary nigga.
No, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? But
For
you
sure.
still DNA. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that one is the one to me.
That would
I
be
like that
fire.
matchup.
That would be
Yeah,
fire.
I'm
DNA
not. Yo,
versus
you what's
Fonz.
so crazy? What's so crazy is I'm not mad at none of them. I just, I don't know, man. I like,
It's so many names
me,
on the table for real.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, yeah, I heard y'all talking. The Eunice battle within itself is great. Not on your return though. We ain't gonna do that one.
yeah.
Yeah, we gonna let you get one out the way.
Swerve up in that corner. Ooh.
Yo,
then.
yo, what's so crazy? What's so crazy though is how you feel about that though? Because I know you're managing all that. Like, where you feel like battle
Hmm.
rap is at? Because I was saying that before. I was saying like the talent level, like we still the best rappers in the world, but I don't
Right.
just feel like the way it shifted, like it's at a stale. Like it's I remember that
I.
time when it was like booming the peak. Then you know what I mean, caffeine
Hmm.
came in, and I just feel like after that wave, like right now, it's like it's trying to.
I think battle rap has made a shift. I think a part of it is a lot of rappers are doing their own things, and getting away from URL too.
Hmm.
I think that kind of hurts because when we think Summer Madness is now, we used to always think about all the possible matchups that could happen. Like, and it was any name. No name was exempt. You know what I mean? We can come up with anything, but now it's like, oh, we know he don't fuck with the platform, and he don't fuck with the platform, and he
Yeah,
don't. So it seems so divided. And I honestly think that's the problem because, like you said, the talent pool, with our legends, our top tiers, mid tiers, even the new guys, I think our talent pool is wonderful, right? I
yeah,
think it's a wonderful talent pool, but I think the events, our big events, it's not that they have no allure, but it's not the same allure. And I think the divide has a lot, if not everything, to do with it. That's really my biggest thing. But I like the state of the culture. I don't love it, but I like it. I still enjoy events. I still think there are good battles being put on. I mean, Sheet and Jada Nightwings got announced today. That's a crazy matchup, even though these ain't two top tier battlers or nothing
that's
like
going
that.
down
But
this weekend, right?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna be
No,
definitely.
there.
that is a
I'm gonna be
fire
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
matchup though, Doc.
No, I'm definitely pulling up. Yeah, like when I see battles like that get announced and it's not top tiers, and I'm like, holy shit, still, I know that the culture is still good. You know what I'm saying? But I do miss more of that unity, and battle rap feels extremely divided. We ain't seen Hitmans on URL, no K
That
Shines
shit
like
all
that.
politics now.
Th- Right, and that shit
Yeah.
sucks. That shit hurts the
It-
culture more than anything, in my opinion. Other than that, man, I'm not. I don't hate the state of the culture. Would you agree with that?
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking. Would you agree with that?
Nah, I kind of hate the state of the culture, bro.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Keep it 100, yo. Like we gotta
what,
keep it
what
100.
Man,
You know, you
what is
know.
it you feel like is wrong?
I feel like it's just I feel like it's just out of order. Like I don't even think it's the people doing stuff on their own. I just feel like I said this before. I was like, yo, um, it just like when you like just look at the Cam and Jim Jones situation. It's like entertaining that you're seeing your people go at it because people like drama, but it's also like the allure of when you wasn't privileged to in-house business, it just kept things in order. You see what I'm saying? Like the biggest thing, right? Because the looming question is, right, most of the time people feel like when you don't address something or you don't say something, it's because you're wrong. When if people follow my whole career and knowing that I don't ever address nothing, it's not because. And what's crazy is in all these situations, if you know, I'm not wrong in none of them. I just know that don't fix the problem. So I don't feel like I should give people. I don't think people should be privileged to information that only creates more chaos. And I feel like that became the hub for battle rap. Yo, something's wrong, I'm gonna do a space. Now I'm gonna have 20 people that only hear one side of the story formulate their opinion. Then the other person is gonna do one. They gonna formulate an opinion. And now it's just a big mess. And before, yeah, battle rap is based on animosity and drama. But before, when them same things used to happen, it was leading up to a battle. Yo,
Right.
such and such didn't like what such and such said in the interview, so now he said he's going to fight him. But then all of that was still controlled energy that all went into the battle that pushed everybody to be like, yo, on this day, I'm going to get the pay-per-view. I'm buying my ticket. Now it's just random exposure. Yo,
Hey,
I woke
nah,
up, I don't fuck with this person. I'm going to go on spaces and talk about it. So,
I didn't think about that aspect of it. That's definitely true. Motherfuckers, get to running their mouth and this, that, and the third,
yeah,
and
because you got to think
behind
that hurts. That
and
hurts
then
the
behind.
culture. You know why?
Hmm.
Because people start like, listen, I could tell y'all like this. Just off battle rap alone, I was able to sustain a good lifestyle before I did everything else. My
Hmm.
lifestyle is elevated by doing everything else because battle rap has a ceiling just on the fact of it's not a multi-million dollar company.
Yeah,
But
not yet.
but the way you will hear people speak about these situations, it will give people on the outside the impression that there's no money in it. And it is. It's just some ain't reached the level to get that money. Some ain't do the right thing when they had that money. And some don't know the things to do to get more of that money. But people are looking at their situation instead of looking at the grand scheme of things. So
Hmm.
that's how I always looked at it. Like, people would say what they say about me, but I just always be like, yo, I feel like I handle shit the most stand up there is. Because if I'm cool with a nigga, you never gonna see me talk bad about the nigga just because we not cool no more. And
You're a bigger picture guy.
but not even a bigger picture. I feel like that's the realest thing you could do. If I stand next to you, that means I'm standing. Like I look at a handshake as a big thing. If I'm shaking your hand, it's a certain level of respect I got for you. If I'm
Well,
standing next to you,
not a bigger picture guy in that regard, though. I
yeah,
mean, that's
no, but I'm just
man
saying, like,
shit.
if I stand next to somebody in any regard, that means I'm accepting the good parts about them and the flaws. So if we haven't fallen out, even if I feel like I'm right in the situation, the real shit to do is either we're gonna handle it off the internet or we're not going, you know what I mean? We just not gonna converse about it here. And I say that even like with URL. Like I would never get on here and say in the course of my year that URL has done everything that I like. But one thing I can say is that, if somebody changes your life, I just got enough respect that I'm not gonna out you because you changed the landscape of how I do shit. That don't mean I'm not gonna tell you. So I think that's the biggest misconception. Like, oh, this nigga's a house pet or he don't speak his mind. No, I speak it. I'm not.
You
Put it
speaking
like
it to
this.
them
Every
instead
time,
of the internet.
yeah, every time I
You're
had a
not
problem.
speaking it to prove a point.
Exactly. I'm not big on, like I said, not finding a solution. Anytime I had a problem when I spoke to them, it got figured out. And that's the point of me doing it. If the problem was about money, I know going on the internet ain't going to get me the money. So hello, Beasley, Chico, Smack, let's get on the line. If we gotta argue, we gotta argue. But everything I had wrong, I've gotten fixed. So that's why I just know that method is better. But yeah, me not going too much into that, but I just feel like all of that and I don't know every situation. So I'm not saying everybody that said something was wrong or they was right. I'm just saying it's not being handled with class and that fucks up the culture. I feel like there's a successful way to converse and figure out all issues without it becoming messy. And I feel like because people don't understand, we're role models. So a new battle rapper that's watching such and such out people, that's what he's gonna do now. And then such and such is gonna do it. They just gonna do it on a lower level. So now you have 100 people doing that, and when you look at what's going on in battle rap, that's all that's being talked about. That's the other thing too. It don't gotta take me to come back, but look how many good battles happen. But the bullshit is gonna be, you know what I mean, talked about way more than the battle because that's just what the tone has been set for. We're not going to sit there and converse about Eunice's performance against Rum Nitty over then such and such that ain't paid a league or Cassidy not showing up versus John John. Like I feel like shit like that should get addressed, but the performances gotta have that same. You remember when blogs used to be about breaking down the bars? We don't even get none of those no more.
Yeah.
We get
Soap
a
operas. And here's
handful.
and there's always been a soap opera dynamic in battle rap. Don't get it fucked up, but it always led to battles.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
so
saying.
I am on your side there, and then it'd be like behind the scenes, at least for me in my role, like after little arguments, things go down, I get to reaching out like, yo, what's up, yo, when y'all locking in, or you want like, man, nah, man, he just a bitch ass nigga. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you in it for?
No,
Like,
yeah.
Me personally, I'm a huge fan of instigating battles to happen. People who have worked with me know that I
bitch.
make it a point to be as chaotic as possible, but I make sure niggas get paid too. So life has a balance. But
Hey, what's the
DNA,
word?
I don't want to get away from the fact that we want to know who you want to battle and how soon could we make that happen.
I mean, who I wanna can y'all hear me?
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
we
Oh,
all
okay,
hear
bet.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now because
Yeah.
shit said it looked like the connection was lost, so I was waiting. But I mean, right now it's looking like Jonah Lucas and Lux. I'm trolling with the Jonah Lucas shit,
Cut
but
the shit.
yeah, I mean Lux unless something else, you know what I mean, is on the forefront because I just feel like it gotta mean something like and what I mean by that is like me versus Lux shift the culture outside of the culture too. It's a bunch of people that, you know what I mean, just watch me for what I do or see me on Raising
That's a
Canaan
fact.
or
That's a fact.
TikTok or something that I did with
Right.
WWE or one of my freestyles and people still that don't even watch battle rap on a regular still remember him versus Calico and all the other legendary shit he did because he got like a 25-year career. So that's what I'm saying in terms of it being big. Like I feel like me and him battling, it brings people that don't casually watch into the culture on both sides. Like
I
a
agree.
hundred
that's
I
thousand
what's
agree. But
percent.
happening.
is
I
It's
agree
he
with
happening.
that.
is he ready though? Is the thing. I feel like
I mean, I don't
he's
know,
made every
but
excuse in the book not to do the
yeah,
battle.
yeah. So that's just me speaking here. But like I said, I'm going to the event on Saturday. I'm back tapped in because I want to see. Like it don't gotta be him. Like I'm not going. You know what I mean? No, not respect to him, but my comeback can't be based on somebody else. It got to be based on what I feel like I got to bring to the table. So
Nah, it's a fact.
it's whatever. That's just what I'm thinking off the top of my head because that's where I left off at when I left the culture. And that what I mean. I do believe that's still a big battle, but it could be anybody. It could be anybody, honestly, as long as it makes sense and it's going to be promoted the right way and be big. Because I feel like that was also the thing too, right? Like, and I had to take blame. And me, I'm accountability type of person. So I'll give y'all a prime example of this, right? When I leave the culture and people, and this is what I mean with legacy, right? So this is for every other battle rapper, and this is game. So y'all know I'm being 100 with y'all. I was so caught up in being competitive that I wouldn't handle the business part of stuff right when I was battling. And I'm not talking about the money. When people hear business, they think it's just the money. Like people will go, yo, DNA main event a bunch of cards, but little do they know, I just was never the person that was standing on that. Like it's literally battle rappers that would sacrifice that money just to be high on the fly. And I would be like, yo, I don't even want to get into that argument, so fuck it. But then when you sit back and you're not battling and you watch people count up the accolades and the main events, and I'm like, nigga, I could have main evented this card if I said something. I could have main evented this card if I said something. And I did it. Now I go, that's what I mean about making sense. Like everything got to line up for me. Like I'm not clearly no ego involved, but if I come back and which the only person right now return that's bigger than mine, I'm not even being on the card with him because I know that. So